What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are highly appreciated. But before we start, I would like to say do not forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and also activate the notification button. So let's start. I would like to talk about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. For those who don't know who Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is, she's an online personality, a life coach, a psychologist, an author, community activist, and also a motivational speaker. She's online trying to give people advice on how they can be better functioning partners, understanding each other. But there's also some controversial going on about her personality, about her message, because people are asking themselves, how can you be online giving advice to people on how to be better functioning partners in a marriage when you have not been married one time, but instead of that, been engaged 4 times? She had got my attention because I've seen her on a podcast on Instagram. The podcast is called Love and Flash It, and it caught my attention because in one clip she is talking about how it's important to understand each other, the role of a husband, the role of a wife. But then when she's being asked what her type is in a man, she's given a crazy answer. I do not want to spoil the content of this video, and if I sparked your interest, make sure you stay tuned so we can dive in without wasting any more time. Are you ready? I am, so let's go.
When folks are younger, it's more about, if this relationship doesn't serve me, then this relationship isn't for me. As married people stay married, or single people do the work, and they're able to be around married folks, right, to get the wisdom of what a healthy marriage looks like, you come into the marriage thinking, how can I be of service to my partner? When you have two people who come in with the commitment to serve each other, now the competition is who can serve who the most. It doesn't leave a lot of room for the narcissistic, what about me, what about me, what about me, what about me? It doesn't leave room for a lot of the unhealthiness that marriage goes through, because I'm just trying to figure out how I can be of service to you. And wisdom teaches you, I may not even understand what I'm serving in this moment, but I do understand I'm supposed to be of service. I may never understand what this man is going through. I may never understand the disposition, the attitude, whatever he has going on. Am I more concerned with understanding him, which is ego, or am I more concerned with serving him, which is a wife?
I agree with her with what she has said in this clip partially, and I'm going to tell you why. Yes, it is very important for the younger generation being able to look up to couples, married couples if possible, in order to learn what's important for a woman who is becoming a wife and what's important for your young man who's supposed to be a providing husband one day. It is important that each party knows their role and acts according to it. And as these young generational people are growing up, they are watching people like myself. I'm in my early 40s and I have a younger generation looking up to me and what I'm doing as I'm in my marriage. And same goes for everybody else who is a role model. You are a role model at some point, and so am I. But the thing that I do not agree with her with is when she's talking about that wisdom teaches us. Wisdom is not being taught like that. Wisdom is basically taught through experience. And how can you gain experience when you are living something? And that is the kind of issue that I have with her message, not with her as a person, because she has never been married. There's only but so much that she can actually talk about. Yes, she has been engaged 4 times. I do not know the background of why she just never gotten married, but obviously there's something that she may have not been able to provide, or something that those men were not able to provide to her. But that is like my issue that I have with these online coaches. Mainly, they're not married. They have never been married, but they swear they have all this insight going on. If I sit down young women and I talk to them about what's important if you want to grow to become a wife, you got to stop listening to everybody else around you, especially your single friends. That will be one thing that I will tell these ladies, but that's a different story. This clip is not about me. So yes, I do agree with her saying that the younger generation needs examples like us to look up to in order to learn, but wisdom can only be gained by experience, and experience can only be gained by living in a certain period in your life. The next clip I'm about to show is also very interesting. It is from the podcast that I mentioned earlier, and she's asking the host of the show, what do you expect your wife to be like? And I find this very interesting because a lot of women do not go to the source, I'm speaking of men, and ask them what they are expecting out of a future wife. But honestly, ladies, who can teach us best about what they need us to be like? about what a woman is supposed to do as a serving, understanding, loving, caring wife who feels so much empathy than a man. We are way too proud as women. We are way too strong, way too independent to go to a man and actually ask him, what do you even expect? Because we do not want to hear any of that, because a lot of things that men are expecting from us, we are not ready to provide. Because why? We want to know if it's even financially beneficial for us to become feminine, which doesn't make any sense to begin with, because femininity is something that you either have or you don't
I want
have.
to ask
Yeah.
you a question.
Go
As
ahead.
a husband, what are your thoughts on how I described a wife being of service to her husband?
Every man, like, it's, you ask any man, that's what he want. Like, be a service. You ain't gotta always understand what I'm going through. I'm a man. For the most of the shit I'm going through, you can't even take it. So I'm not gonna even tell it to you. So all I need you to do is rub my back, rub my head. Let me get through this day. Do something to relax my mind besides saying, what's wrong? What can I do? Or, why you tripping with me? It ain't even you. This man going out facing the world, trying to, and bring the bag home while he facing the world. That's a lot of stress. A man every day ain't easy. And sometimes people think it is, or may think like, oh, it didn't happen to me, but it's stressful. So that's what a man want out of a woman. That's what every man want out of a woman. Just rub my back, rub my head, relax my day. I'm going through enough. And sometimes talking about it is going through it. So I don't even want to talk about it.
Come on. And I asked you on purpose so that the men who are watching will feel validated by another man. And the women who are watching, who are either wives already or in their preparing to be a wife season, could get that tool from a man, not just from a woman.
Yeah.
You said we're out facing the world every day.
Yeah.
And when a man makes you his world, bring peace to it.
Bring peace to it.
Straight up, bring peace to it.
I'm going to say that again. When a man makes you his world, bring peace to it.
I love the message. I absolutely love the message. I mean, he just spoke all these words that are so, so true. What do you think? I mean, it's like this. In my humble opinion, a woman who has been married for 16 years, if you do not understand the concept of you as a wife being responsible for the peace that you bring to your man, then there's no hope for you, because you're going to be so busy with everything else that is going on. Everything is going to be about you. The whole relationship can have like a narcissistic touch to it, which every man is afraid of, also women, because there are some narcissistic men out there. But at the end of the day, a man's wish list for his perfect wife is really not as long as women's list, because we are the ones who are coming up with all these criteria, talking about he has to make 6 figures, he has to be 6 feet tall, he has to have this, that, and he has to provide a certain lifestyle for me. And most of the time, these women can't even provide that lifestyle for themselves. But anyways, a man just wants peace. A man wants to have a warm plate of food. A man wants to come home to peace, to a welcoming wife who is just at home waiting for him. Really is not too much to ask for. But us women, we are so busy with our crazy thoughts. We are so busy with everything else that is going on. We're so busy comparing our man to people that have different relationship that we don't even know what their relationship is like behind closed doors. But if you as a woman don't even understand a man's point of view concerning the woman that he wants to be with, what he needs in order to function, in order to be that provider of that household, then you can't serve the man like he needs you to serve him. And I also understand that a lot of women, they react so allergic to the term serving. We are not talking about washing his feet. We are not talking about getting up and patting his back dry as he's getting out of the shower. We're not talking about being a servant, like you are serving your king as a slave. A lot of you are thinking that serving a man is a slave, but no, it's just supporting him with empathy. Just like the man was describing in the clip, you know, just rub my back, tell me I'm going to be okay. Well, I mean, shall we just make a video about what it actually means to be a serving wife? I don't know why so many people think that it's such a bad thing. I love serving my husband. When I was in America and throughout the whole month of August, I was so happy that I could just cook for him. I was happy that I could be there for him when he gets off work. I was happy to assist him. That is what it's all about. And of course, I was receiving things or other services as I was providing my services to him. Okay, it's basically, the recipe is very simple. It's a foundation to create your legacy as of 2 people getting married, staying married, and just having the best time. Honestly, I've been married for 16 years and it's just been great. Of course, there have been ups and downs, which is normal. But overall, if I would have to make a summary about my marriage, I'm just thankful, happy, appreciative, and I'm still learning, right? So, but the next clip that I want to get into is the interesting part. She's saying all of these things, but yet when she's being asked the question if she has a type in a man, I was like, oh goodness, no. I was agreeing with her here and there in the first two clips that we just watched, but when she's being asked this question and she's given the answer, I'm like, why are some women, why do they have the same mindset? But let's watch the clip first.
You have a type?
I do.
What's your type?
A man's man, a hybrid, meaning he knows how to be in his masculine energy, but also his feminine energy. He's a hybrid. He has balance within himself. A man who knows how to submit and love, but also has backbone, knows how to stand up to what he believes is respectful for him and his values, meaning he's very gentle to me in my strong voice and my strong opinion and my powerhouse woman I am. Can you check me in a safe space?
Yeah.
Now, can you disempower me?
That's weak.
Can you check me in a safe space? A powerful woman, we enjoy being checked as long as it's safe. We enjoy seeing your backbone as long as it's honoring. You can honor me and realign me at the same time if you are a man's man. A real alpha man isn't a man who's overpowering. It isn't a man who's controlling and running stuff and it's his way. That is called narcissistic. A real alpha man has balance. When he looks a certain way, that woman understands what that means. Powerful woman like myself would adhere willingly, can't wait to a man who's really in his alpha. Because that man loves me when he's checking me. That man is loving me.
Do you see what I mean? Now I understand why this woman at the age of 41 or maybe even 42 was engaged 4 times but not even married 1 time. There was so much me-centered messages going on in that clip that we just watched. Of course, I mean, the 2 previous clips wasn't even that bad. I was actually like, oh, finally a woman who understands. I was trying to give her a chance. Talking about you got to understand a man. Talking about you have to know your position as a woman. You have to know your role as a wife, as a woman. Turns out into, I need a man's man. I need an alpha man. But he can't be man enough in order to make me feel disempowered. He can't be man enough to actually make me a power woman feel uncomfortable. He can't be man enough in order for me to be this, that, and the other. No. First of all, what is a hybrid man? I have never heard anything of it. Is it a term that I'm just not familiar with in the English dictionary? Let me know down below in the comment section because I have never heard of a hybrid man. What do you mean? It kind of did sound to me that she is looking for a wife in a man's body, which so many women are talking about. You got to let the man be the man in peace. You want to be the woman of the household. You got to let the man be the man of the household. There was too much of her saying, I'm the power woman. And I don't know, guys, if you have peeped it, but her whole energy, her whole aura, the whole tone of her voice and the power of her words changed when she described the man that she wants to be with because of the strong, powerful, highly educated, strong woman that she is. See, this is the concept that women don't understand. All of this, everything about you that you are, all of the degrees that you collected, all of the knowledge, all of the power that you gained through social media, you got to leave all that madness by the door when you are coming into your home. The home that you want to share with your man. Because the man doesn't care about any of that. Let's go back to what the guy was explaining. He was like, I want you to be empathetic. I want you to be understanding. I want you to rub my back. I want you to be soft-spoken. Now you have this woman talking about, I'm a power woman this, I'm a power woman that. And I am not hating on her. She got her degrees, I got mine. She got her career, I got mine. But at the end of the day, does that matter? Does that matter to a man? If my husband would sit here next to me right now and he would tell you what's important to him, he would not say anything about the amount of money that I make, the degrees that I carry, the career that I have, the followers I have on Instagram, subscribers that I have on YouTube. He doesn't care about any of that. What he cares about is what's going on when nobody is looking. Don't even get me started. Guys, that was my take on this whole situation. You let me know what you think about this video, what you think about her message, his expectation, and my commentary down below in the comment section. Do not forget to like this video, share this video. Maybe you want to spark up a conversation, a discussion at the dinner table with your loved ones or even your co-workers. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a great start into your new week. Take well care of yourselves. Make sure you breathe. Make sure you don't do too much. Make sure you stay hydrated and you stay active. Do not forget to stay tuned for my next video. And of course, always stay alert so you can stay alive. Talk to you later.